I'm so hungry. I don't think you understand. I can't wait to make my fish.
And
I'm Philip Morgan.
I'm David Coleman, and welcome to Barley.
I'm Lee Fabian. And today, we are drinking Cigar City's
a
Marshal...
big boy.
Yeah.
Big old boy.
This is Cigar City.
This is Cigar City. This is
a beer, though.
It's a bomber.
Yeah, it's...
A bomber.
What's it called?
This is Cigar City's... Marshal
Zhukov. Zhukov.
What is it, Lee? What is it, Lee?
Zhukov.
What is it?
Nothing.
Zurkiv juice? It's Marshal Zorg.
It's Marshal Zhukov.
Marshal Zhukov. It's an Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
It's so
This is a...
It's part of an empire.
So this is a seasonal that they release, usually around August or so. In fact, I think this was actually bottled in August. And it is a very big beer.
It's 11.2%.
They sell 6-pack of that?
Oh, that should have sounded great on the mic.
11.2%
That was a
alcohol by volume.
11.2%, yeah.
This Russian Imperial Stout is dedicated to Gregory Zhukov, arguably one of the finest generals in World War II. Opaque black in color, with notes of espresso.
No, wait. That's actually not that bad, but 11% isn't that bad because it doesn't come in like a 4-pack or something, does it? Or
No, it's just in bottles.
It's just in a giant bottle.
That is Rudy.
So
That's some root.
I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, it's big.
I'm afraid to.
I wasn't
big.
done. I wasn't done. It said notes of espresso, chocolate, dark toffee, and hints of blackstrap molasses. You can absolutely taste the molasses.
Yeah.
The English hop wow. The English hop varietals? Is that how you spell varietals? Yeah, varietals. Yeah. Provide
Right?
Damn.
a
Like I said, it's big.
herbal dryness and finishes with
The initial taste isn't
hard
bad.
slap
It's the taste that happens as soon as it settles on your tongue.
of
Like
roasty
the taste
espresso.
is-
It's you get the espresso flavor right there at the
Yeah,
end.
little.
Yeah. And this is...
Holy crap.
this is
I
in
love when
August,
beers
this,
tell you when they pair with food. So it says
Yeah.
pair Marshal Zhukovs with mushroom sloyakana.
Nice.
Sloyakana?
Oh, just wait until you see the last pairing.
Dark
That's the best.
chocolate, cherries, and ground wars in Russia.
Ground wars.
Ground wars in Russia.
Because he was a
It's
general.
great to drink on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some of this and drink it at my paintball event that I'm gonna go to in Pennsylvania.
I think there's a couple of bottles left at Total Wine. That's where I got this one.
The only beer I've
I
seen.
got this one at Total Wine.
The only other beer I've seen that this big was the Iron Maiden beer.
Well, when I say that a beer is big, I'm usually talking about the flavor.
I know it is. It's big flavor wise, and
You're talking
it's
the size of
big
the bottle,
physically wise.
Have you never really seen a bomber? No?
I mean, I've seen a few of them.
Yeah,
but,
bombers are typically like 22 to 26 ounce bottles, essentially. And yeah, the Iron Maiden beer, the Trooper,
Man, this is
it comes in both 4-packs and bombers.
Oh, okay.
So
This is the espresso of beer right here.
yeah, and
Absolutely.
this has had a couple of months to like kind of chill out and mild down a bit. Like when
Oh,
this
you've
shit
had
is
this for a
fresh.
while?
Oh, it's hot.
You've had this for a while?
It's fucking super cough.
Yeah, when it's fresh, it's way
Like-
more bold on the tongue than it is now. Like you think this is
I was
big,
about to
like
say,
Look at
it's
just the
pretty big.
foam color is
I know.
brown.
It looks like coffee. It straight up looks like black coffee.
This stuff is blacker than black times infinity.
that's a good reference there. I appreciate that.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't care, Damien.
Duncan Hills. We'll make everything better.
I explained that that whole thing to Mike yesterday, talking about it. And I was like, yeah, the Island of Cats. And
Yeah.
like, I never saw that episode. I'm like,
Release the
you never saw
kitties.
the Release the Kitties episode? Like, come on.
That's one of my favorite ones.
Oh man. So get your cups. Duncan Hills coffee. Like, this is ridiculous.
French vanilla roast. Guatemalan blend. Yep. I fucking love that show so much.
I think I'm gonna pick up some.
Wait, what show is it? I'm sorry.
Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse.
What?
I've seen like maybe like 5 episodes, maybe. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't the biggest fan of that show.
Why?
I love Draco.
That is going to change.
You mean
But
Rocco.
Rocco. But
The rock and roll clown.
I do
Roxo?
cocaine.
Roxo.
Yeah, Roxo,
Dr.
Rocco.
Roxo.
Dr. Roxo, yeah, baby. Oh, I do cocaine. Yeah, baby.
I've always thought about cosplaying
Dr.
Dr.
Roxo, the rock and roll clown. Oh, Dookie, I just need some money so I can go to the grocery store. I mean, go buy some cocaine.
We have talked about this. You were going to cosplay Dr. Roxo, and I was going to be Toki.
Dude, I could have been Murderface too.
Toki's the guy with the goatee, right? And the
Murderface is really
I
easy.
can't remember which one's which.
Toki's the
He's kinda-
brown-haired, long-haired guy,
Yeah.
and
And he's-
Squizgar is the blonde-haired, long-haired guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the episodes I remember is when they were trying to do stuff by themselves. And
Oh yeah, because their manager left. That was the best.
And I think they ended up killing their manager or something, and they tried to I can't remember how.
No.
There's a couple episodes where they try doing that. Like one of them is
They go to
like,
the grocery store and they're
Yeah,
like their
that-
chef died, so they have to.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have to cook their own food. And it's
well, then they get him rebuilt. Like,
Yeah,
and
that's
he's
what I'm
horrible.
talking about.
He's fucking horrible.
I'm pretty sure that's also the first episode.
Is that really?
I think it is.
No,
It's
that's
either
not,
the first or the second. It's like
they kill
really
the chef
early
the
on.
first episode, and like the third episode, they're like, "Well, our chef died, so we have to find new food." Like,
Yeah.
let's go to the grocery store.
Yeah, and
They call this a food library. It's a grocery store, you asshole.
yeah. Like there's
Why haven't
one
we
point
seen
where
it?
like
Oh, it's so good.
I saw it a few years after
Nathan's
the
like
show's
looking. He's like
solid,
looking at
so-
he's looking at like a recipe for something, and he's just like this many cups of rice, and so he goes, okay. Opens up rice, pours it into like the cart, and it pours completely through, and he's just like brutal. He's like, just you buy the whole bag. And then fucking Pickles just loads up his entire cart with just alcohol and walks up to a guy and he's just like,
This is a food group.
yeah, he's just like, hey, this is good for soup, right? And the guy looks and he's like, no. He's like, that's a yes.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like
the
walks
whole cart.
away.
The whole cart is like stacked full of beer, full of booze. They're like, you can't just buy booze for food. Booze
Like, what do you
isn't
mean
food.
booze isn't food?
That's so ridiculous.
I fucking love
From the
it.
episodes
I
I've seen.
love it so much. I've seen every episode multiple times. I have the DVD sets.
Damn, dude.
You can borrow them
it
if
ended,
you want.
didn't it? It ended, didn't it?
It did.
It's done.
It did.
The fucking
4 seasons and a movie.
the movie was.
They
so
had a
good.
movie?
Yeah,
I did not know
it
It was
called-
it was a rock opera.
It was beautiful.
so good.
I cried.
You
I cried. I cried during animes. I cried.
No, I've cried doing anime.
I cried legitimately all the time during animes. Like it happens. Like this is a sad, somewhat sad moment.
They can get that moment. They can get that emotional pull.
I cry during movies.
I've done that a couple of times.
Yeah, I've cried during movies too.
I can't help
No,
it.
same.
It-
Okay, happens.
usually, like when I say like I cry during movies, it's usually like me quietly being like, "Ooh," and then like tears roll down my face as I try not to cry.
I know, I'm like, oh, what's
I'm
happening?
just sitting there.
I want to cry.
I'm sitting there watching. It's like
Have you ever gone, for some reason, sometimes I get into like, I'm not even sad, but like, I look up sad YouTube videos,
no, I would never.
and I watch them, and
I
like,
can't.
why am I doing this to myself?
I'd never.
I
just have to think about something sad and I'm
I
like,
have done that.
Please.
I have done that, but I haven't looked for it. I usually just end up down
Oh,
that
and
rabbit hole.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
YouTube rabbit holes.
It's like
are a big
I'll
thing.
start on like a normal video and then I'll go to like a mildly sad one and then
that's
like
such a
that
weird
just
thing
like
to think about because
I
it
just
is, it
tip.
is a thing. YouTube rabbit holing.
They are,
You
yeah.
just like
Oh, yeah.
start
The
somewhere.
recommend best
You start
related
somewhere
video.
and you end somewhere way so
Eventually, you just end at YouTube poop.
way over
yeah.
there.
You just ended there.
YouTube poop.
YouTube
Absolute. Oh man.
100%. But some YouTube poop videos are fucking hilarious.
Some of them.
Some of them. Most of them are annoying, but there are a few golden gems in there.
Today, one of my paintball guys sent me a photo of the paintball gun that they had bought today. And normally, when you buy a paintball gun, it comes in a case. Like nowadays, it comes in a gun case. Well, they sold it to him, and they gave it to him in like a Chinese food plastic bag. Like, thank you. Like a thank you bag.
Thank you, come again.
It was.
Like one of the thank you
That's
bags that
official.
you get at Office Depot.
Yes.
It just says thank you on it, just like.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. That's what it was. I was like, wow, that's a great gun case. It's waterproof, too.
And those bags are so shitty.
Yeah, I know.
They
Yeah.
break so easy.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
they're like the bottom down.
Like you breathe on them
plastic
wrong and they
bags.
break.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I fucking dreaded when I was working in retail and we ran out of bags and we had to like run to Office Depot and get those bags so we had bags to give to people.
Oh, wow.
Fucking dreaded it. Cuz like I said, they break so fucking easy. Like if you put
The generic thank you smiley face bags.
yeah, like if you put like a quarter of a pound too much weight, the whole
Ugh.
bag just like explodes.
it just dies.
Yeah.
100% dies.
That is the worst thing.
And
When
the
you're
worst part
walking,
about
like, you're
that,
carrying groceries to your house, and all of a sudden, just
the worst part about
the
those
handle
bags
snaps or something
is even though they're so fucking weak, they were so much bigger than the bags that we gave people. So we would put
Where is
more
this,
shit.
ABC?
Yeah, this is at ABC. So we would put more shit in those bags, but we would have to like triple bag them
Yeah.
so they wouldn't break.
Don't liquor stores use the paper bags?
No, ABC uses specific ABC black bags, and they're
Yeah.
thicker. They're thicker and
Okay.
thin.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah,
like,
no,
it's
yeah.
like
they
one
do. Every
bottle
time
at
I
a
pop
time.
ABC, they
Yeah.
do the black bags. Okay.
Yeah. And like I think Total Wine does the same thing. They have their own bags.
They have like white bags, white with brown like burgundy lettering that says Total Wine, like almost
Yeah.
like an eggshell color.
Most retail places have their own bags, and they're
See our
made-
chicks, we ain't got no our bags. This just says thank you, bitch. We don't care.
Well, you also just like throw them into like to go boxes, right?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like that's what they're for. They
I hate that place. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Working in restaurants not that hard. I think it's just more of like I have to do this. The repetitiveness of like I have to go and make people smokies.
Make people be smokies.
I hate you smoky eaters. But I'll make you the fire smoky ever. But I still hate you.
I kind of liked working in a restaurant. I kind of liked being a server. But the part I loved being a server is just meeting all different types of people.
Yeah, being a server is definitely interesting because you can meet people and like you sell yourself. That's where you make a lot of money as being a server. But at the
Yeah,
same time,
you really
like,
sell your personality.
I am
That's
a-
all it is.
I am a cook.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't send you good food, you're not getting a good tip. Guaranteed.
there
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
there have been I've had a few servers that like I've gotten to know just like going to the same place over so much time, where just like essentially being a regular guest and having the same server, where it's just like I don't care whether you are a good server or a bad server. I just like you as a person enough to where I want to keep supporting you.
Yeah. Absolutely. And there's other
And
times-
having like that personality, having that personality and being a good server.
It's
Done.
cool. Yeah. I mean, I've had.
there's times where it's difficult. It's not
It
her
is,
fault.
uh-huh.
It's not his fault. There's a ton of people. The kitchen's fucking everything up. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah. No. I mean, like
it
yeah.
happens.
Like-
it totally happens. When
It's like when you're when you're a server and it's like 6:30, 7 p.m. on a Saturday night. You know, you can't give all of tables your complete undivided attention. You just gotta go. You just gotta keep
you gotta
when,
keep going.
trucking out. Yeah.
When
It's
like I'm sorry, I can't stand here and talk. Even though you do have to sit there and listen to them
Yes, to a degree.
to a degree. Yes, and
yeah, when
You can tell them, I'm sorry, I have to go. I need to go check my other tables.
Yeah, yeah,
It's been a pleasure
exactly.
talking to you. Things like that. Like,
yeah.
yeah, when we used to go to JoJo's every week for bingo night. And when we would go, Candace was always our server.
on my face. I
Yeah.
was about it.
Our server was always Candace, because Candace was the fucking best, and she was the coolest fucking server. So, and like, we weren't even in her area
I'll save
for
you,
those
Damien.
nights.
I'll save you.
Like, that specific table that we
It's actually not
sat
that bad.
at.
The second sip I took was actually not good, but not bad.
Yeah.
Not good? It wasn't good?
I mean that. I meant not bad.
I'm just going to steal your beer because I like it.
But yeah, so we liked Candace as a server enough, and she liked us as customers enough to where we weren't even sitting in her section, and we were still her table. Like, we got the
that
same
happens all the
table
time,
every
man.
week.
Really?
Yeah. We got the same table every week. It had our name
with Dana
on it.
and everything?
Yeah, Dana and Corey and Angelica, yeah.
Do they still go and do that?
No, because Candace stopped working there.
Oh, I would talk to it. Okay.
So, when Candace wasn't the server, Dan was the server. Those were the only two servers that we
And then
liked.
Dan left prior.
Dan left sooner because he had a pool business that took off, so
Dan
he
was done.
was done.
And then
And
Candace
then
was still there.
KO.
And then Candace was still there, so we kept going. And then
Candace-
Candace got a
Candace-
teaching job and stopped working during the
Candace,
weeks.
what's her last name?
I don't know her last name.
Okay, who cares?
But as soon as Candace and Dan were gone, we
going
just
there?
stopped altogether.
Shout out to Candace and Dan at JoJo's. You guys were the real MVP.
You guys are the fucking best.
Tell you what, no, honestly, it was a really great feeling to have a hostess come up to me and be like, "Hey, you got this table. They asked for you."
No, I bet.
Yeah,
I
I
bet.
right. No,
I
this
bet.
this one
because
table.
they remember your name.
Yeah.
That's great.
This nice couple, super sweet. They came in. The first time they came in. They had a table with a server. I can't remember who it was. I wouldn't even say the name even if I did. But they didn't give them the utmost of service. So they gave me the table, and I gave them such a good relief service. I guess like I was such a like a.
In the middle of their shift,
In the middle,
like they were serving them,
Yeah.
and
they
needed a relief server. So you came in and took over.
I was the
for that
new server.
table.
Yeah, they
And
said
they loved
they went
you?
to they went to management and they said that they couldn't take the table. They needed someone else to do it because they had too many tables. So they gave me the table, and I gave them such a good service that literally every single time they came in afterwards, they asked for me.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I mean, that's
And they, like,
pretty much how we were with Candace and Dan.
And then-
Like,
I mean, I can
on the
understand
way
too.
out, the manager was just like, they went to the manager and was like, "That kid Damien, he's great. Thanks for giving us a great service." And
I mean,
like,
I
"Hell
can get it
fucking
too
yeah."
because like there's things that I do. Like I get requested sometimes to get made. They ask me to make certain meals. Then they ask specifically for like it's called the smoky butthole. Okay, I'm not kidding you. It's called the
Great name.
It's a smoky sandwich.
I would
take-
hope it's not an actual.
You take a half
butthole.
loaf of bread, you hollow it out, and you put a smoky inside of it. And a smoky is a
It's like a
smoked
tiny-
chicken
Oh.
penne pasta with like olive vodka sauce, and with basil and cream and everything. So
That sounds great.
oh, it is
It sounds awesome.
it's so good. It's so good. So we don't put the pasta in because it's going into a loaf of bread. Although people are like, I could eat a loaf of bread and a whole bunch of pasta, and I'm like,
No, you can't.
no,
That's
that's
way
so
too-
many carbs. Please go night night.
so many carbs.
Like, go night-night.
You know how
Done.
that like
Dunzo
fucking.
bunzo.
You know how that like absorbs the. It like inflates in your stomach.
Ridiculous. Yeah. I know. So what I do is I can't eat cheese. So I make sure that the person that gets this gets the best smoky sandwich ever. The best smoky sandwich ever. What I'll do is I'll like hollow it out and then extra hollow it out and then toast it standing up. So that way the heat goes down into it. And then I take it and I throw cheese into it immediately.
but heat rises.
Yeah. Not when it's heated from both. It's not.
Don't
not-
talk about thermodynamics right now.
It's because
Phil was
of,
trying to tell a story.
it's because of the way the oven.
Just finish your story.
Condensing.
Trust me. That's the way the oven.
Is it
it's the
convexing?
way.
Is it convexing on the oven?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah. It's the way the oven cooks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a turbo cooking. Thing's ridiculous. You cook an entire thing of cookies in 7 minutes. You're like, ridiculous. I love it. But anyway, I'll put the cheese in there. I'll put the smoky sauce with some chicken. I'll put some more cheese. Put some smoky sauce with chicken. More cheese. Smoky sauce with chicken. Add some basil in the middle. Smoky sauce chicken. Put it to where I put a cheese cap on the end. Take a piece of aluminum foil and make like a tray. Stick it in the oven and bake it for another like 3 minutes. Not even. enough to like make the cheese harden to create like the end,
Oh yeah.
and then throw basil on top of it. And I give it back. Like that's how I cook it. And like I make smoky Alfredos, which are supposed to be cooked differently too. And people will ask for it, and I'm like, oh, you want my smoky Alfredo? You want my kitty butter with cheese? Do you want it with basil or without basil? Because we're cooking with basil. I love basil. I love basil. Basil's great for you.
When
So
And the Italian food, honestly.
Oh,
when I was at
favorite.
ABC, we had one regular. His name was Kenny, and he worked at Domino's, and he made the best fucking garlic knots.
oh, I love garlic
He-
knots. I love garlic bread.
Oh yeah, honestly, garlic.
He would
garlic
call
bread,
us. He would call us
Garlic and
ahead of
bread,
time. Because I was on closing shift all the time. He would call us ahead of time and be like, "Hey Lee, it's Kenny. Like, I'm about to get off work. You want some garlic knots?" I was like, "I would fucking love some
Is
garlic
that even a
knots."
question?
It's like, of course I want some garlic knots. You want a shot? I'll buy you a shot in exchange for those garlic knots. And like, cause
That's a great the barter system. I traded a
Like,
handle,
he would-
not a handle,
he-
a
'cause,
half
like-
handle of whiskey for these Ray-Bans. Like
yeah.
Bartering is the way to go.
bartering's great,
you know?
but
It,
no,
it
that's
is,
fucking
but he cause
Totally
so the
separately
the
discussing.
garlic knots are normally like
like
$3-4.
Really? I felt like they
I
were more
think.
expensive.
They might be
They
more.
might be more now.
I know, because I think he was. I think the 30 box is like $4, and the 60 box is like $6.
They have a 60 box?
They
a
do.
60 box of garlic knots?
They do.
That's ignorant.
That's
I only know that because he
That's
would
so much
bring us
bread.
those 60 boxes.
It's like 3 loaves of bread. Like that's so much bread.
he because he worked there and he got discounts.
Yeah.
He got them for like close to half price. So it was like $3-4 out of his pocket. He would just hand us a box of 60 knots that he made, and we would just like hand him a handful of shots. We'd just be like, "Here you go."
That's great.
Like
That's just like letting a Domino's
The
guy.
barter system for the win.
Oh.
Money is invaluable. Fuck it. It's all made of cotton anyway.
Oh, and like every time he showed up, like sometimes he wouldn't even call us. He would just walk in with the box and just place it on the counter. We're just like, "Kenny, you're the best!"
That's amazing.
And then like we were just like, what do you want? You want like the?
I mean-
you want this apple whiskey shot? Got you, fam. Here you go. Like just chalk it up, like punch it in, pay for it ourselves. Oh man, so fucking good. I miss Kenny. I think I still have his
Shout out to
number.
you, Kenny.
I might call him and hang out with him sometime.
Shout out to
Sounds
you,
good.
Kenny, you're the best.
He's coming for you, Kenny.
Oh.
Watch that booty.
I mean, when I used to work
And your garlic
I used to
knots.
work at Macaroni Grill on big holidays like Mother's Day or Valentine's Day, Chili's used to give us a whole platter of their food, and we used to give them a whole platter of our food, and just fucking exchange it so that like we all had something to eat amidst the chaos.
So it would
Amidst the chaos that is Valentine's Day and
do
Mother's
something
Day.
like that occasionally around. We used to be able to do it with CR because we have an Anthony's coal fire like basically across the street. And
Is that PGA?
yeah. So
It's right next
I've
to
been
PNC, right?
I've been considering like if I work like a random like because you can trade food with the restaurants like a lot of times. They'll be
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Listen,
most
man,
restaurants are super
listen,
chill with one another. They're like,
I
"Hey,
will make
give me food for
I'll
free."
make you 3 Smokies if you just give me a pizza. Like, done. I'll give you a Smoky and a chicken. Give me a pizza. Done.
Yeah.
I want some like I'll make you 2 Smokies, give you a chicken and a salad. I want a pizza and chicken wings with some extra pita.
I know, like
We have a Mediterranean place that just opened up. Like, we used to do it all the time in the sense of, like, late night with certain managers when we could trade the food. It was okay. But, you know, food costs and everything else like that.
Mhm.
But at the same time, like, the
You're getting your
employees
money's
have
worth,
to
kinda.
eat a meal as well. So if you subtract out what the employees are going to eat as a meal and you take it and take, like, 6 employees that you would be feeding and take that amount of food, or even less than that, to trade for something that's more food, you're actually saving a little bit. You're not having so much out on the food cost. But
so it was the same thing with Kenny, like because the store I was at with ABC, it was so centrally located that we had a bunch of fucking food places nearby, like restaurants, like whatever, that like had to-go orders and ever, like shit like that. Anytime any employee of any one of those restaurants became a regular, we immediately made a deal
Struck
with
up
them
a deal,
where
yeah.
it was like, we'll use our discount, you use your discount, like we'll make an exchange,
Oh,
like equal
yeah.
value.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Equivalent exchange.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a fundamental
Absolutely.
rule of alchemy.
Oh fuck yeah! It is
Yeah.
the fundamental rule of alchemy. Otherwise, you lose your entire arm
And leg.
or your
And leg.
And body.
or
And
body.
body.
and or body.
Rip Alphonse.
R.I.P.
That was so nuts. He just used his blood.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the only
Bring
thing.
my brother back.
I just
Just his spirit.
rewatched that.
Yeah.
I just rewatched that series.
Oh, so good.
Brotherhood. So fucking
So good.
There's a couple times where like the blood hit, like the water hits the blood, and he's like,
my brother's gone.
"Oh, he's fine." Terrifying.
Anyway.
That show gave me anxiety.
That's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Have a good night. We love you. Don't hate us too hard.